Welcome to Infinity Shader for 3ds Max tutorial. To access Infinity Shader, first of all we have to set our viewport to Legacy D3D9 mode from Preferences. Now let's drop down some test geometry so we can test the shader, a ground and an object. Now a camera, where the camera is placed is your origin in the 3D website when it opens in Infinity. Next, let's place a light so we can illuminate our scene. And here we've got a basic spotlight. Currently the scene is illuminated using the Max viewport, but we're just about to change that to use Infinity Shader. So let's go ahead and select an Infinity Shader material from the DirectX Manager rollout, which we then have to enable, and then drag that onto the geometry in our scene. There you can see the spotlight is now illuminating the geometry. And a test diffuse texture. Let's go ahead and adjust the ambient in the scene, as you can see there. Now we can turn shadows on and off on the light and enable or disable the light. At this time, Infinity only supports shadows on one light, and the light types that support shadows are spotlights and directionals. Next, we're going to go ahead and make a minor edit to our test geometry. Here you see we've converted that cube into an editable poly. We've just turned off the Max standard face selection mode so we can see Infinity's replacement. As you see here, when faces are selected, we have Infinity's invert face mode showing, so you can see the texture on the geometry. And now we're going to go ahead and make a minor UV edit so you can see the texture map changing. And there you can see the texture is changing in real time on the geometry, and the geometry is rendered using Infinity Shader. So we've got complete what you see is what you get editing capability. Next, we're going to go ahead and save our scene, and you must do this before you perform an export. And now we're going to export this to Infinity. So select Infinity XSG. There we go. And now we're going to go back there because I forgot to test the scene we've just exported. So let's just try that again. There we go. And there we go, that's exactly what we had in Max in Infinity. Complete what you see is what you get editing capability. That's Infinity Shader for 3D Studio Max.